Thanks for joining me. My name is Rose Peter Graham, and you're welcome on the show. It's Rose on all sides, and it is a new year. I'm taking a breath. Yes, it is a new year, and we're on to a lot of new and beautiful things. Talking about new, I've got this with me, and you're wondering what this is about. Talking about starting afresh with something real, something indigenous, something, an origin that gives birth, a friend, a lover of Mother Nature, something that we all cannot run from, something that would forever be a part of us all. I have a very special person in the studio with me today, and I would say from across the Niger to the hilltops of Kilimanjaro and down to the south, all the valleys in the southern Africa, I bring to you my lovely guest, a cultural icon, a culture ambassador, in no other person than Mr. Ayan the First. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for joining me on my program.
Thank you so much for having me.
I must tell you something. It isn't easy getting you to come on the show.
Well, it's been challenging, really, because of many things. I have to be here, I have to be there. So I have so many things, and it has been overwhelming for the past, 3 months.
I must tell my guests this, though. You cannot talk culture without thinking about this young man. For us here in the United Kingdom, it's actually a privilege having you here with me. He is a friend of mine. You're a friend of mine, but I am one of your biggest fans.
Thank you so much.
You need to believe that, because what you encompass is huge. A lot of people will come here to the UK and then they completely forget themselves or where they came from, or they don't want to relate to it. But you're a walking brand for our culture.
It's like an outfit, to me. My culture is like an outfit. I wear it every day.
I know. I see that. And there's something when I was thinking of having you, and I was looking up something on culture, and I saw something here that says, icons. You're a cultural icon. It said icons are judged by the extent to which they can be seen as an authentic symbol, of the culture they represent. I want to know, you tell me, how true are you to the culture that you represent?
Well, what can I say? The culture is in me, is in my blood. So, and talk of music,
yes,
singing, dancing, drumming, that has started since I was in my mother's womb. Because my great-grandfather was a musician, a singer, everything he does. He used to drum, he used to dance, he used to sing, and then that was passed on to my grandfather, okay?
Yes.
And that was passed on to my father, and that was passed on to me. So basically, it's in my blood.
And you're doing it really good. And the really, really beautiful thing that you have done with it, not just within the community, you're sought out after, even by the royal family in the United Kingdom.
Well, when I was, all right, so everything started from when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So my dad gave me that tiny drum to start just kind of
just beat anything you like, yeah.
So and as I was growing, so he kept changing the sizes.
I like that.
Suits my
your age,
my age and my height. So anyway, when I was in secondary school, I used to, listen to King Sunny Ade's records, Ebenezer Obey, late Barrister Colinti, and I was saying to myself that the magical instrument called talking drum is incomparable with other instruments. So, and I said to myself, I will make it a big deal and take it, to an extent, to a wider audience. So that was my dream when I was like 18, 19 years old that, yeah, we have to make sure that, people recognize the significance of this musical instrument.
And today, I was saying, because when I talked about the royal, not just the royal family, the dignitaries in the United Kingdom. I've seen the pictures with you. That's Jeremy Corbyn with a number of
Ken
them,
Livingstone, Peter Mandelson,
and you've performed
Madonna.
And with Madonna, you performed alongside Madonna, and you've performed with all those people. What does it mean to you?
Well, like I said to you, that was my aspiration from time.
Do you think that you would be hitting like world-class citizens eventually?
Yeah, that was my dream. I've said it.
Wow, not just okay.
No.
No. Listen, we all have dreams. Yes, it shouldn't be limited. You aim for the sky. If you fall, you land on the moon. Definitely for the stars. I meant to say. But yes, you do have dreams. But sometimes when they come true, they are beyond your bewilderment.
Yeah, it's not beyond it because I haven't really got to where
you want to
get to. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm being challenged today.
No, honestly, because eventually I want to, perform at Now 10 Downing Street. Okay. I want to be able to perform at White House in Washington. Yes, and I'm working towards that every day. I keep. Okay,
believe me, you heard it here on this show. First, Mr. Yonifer said he's going to be performing at the White House, and it's going to happen.
It will, eventually, it will.
I believe that.
And to get to where I am today, it was my dream, it was my ambition, my aim, where I wanted to be, and my hard work, my passion. So it hasn't stopped because I haven't really. I have miles ahead of me, miles. So.
Yeah. So now let us talk about the African Cultural Night. You recently had one. That was in November. It was big. I was there. I was present. The one we had before the COVID, it was nice, entertaining. I think I was pregnant there, so I was stuck at the back just minding my business. But I enjoyed the food. I was watching. But this time around, I was everywhere. I loved it. It was hairy, breezy, a lot of beautiful people in beautiful attires. And talking about attires, this man changed 7 times. Coming out with different attires. So why don't I have those pictures? Okay, then. And you know what? One of them was an Igbo attire.
Yes.
I really love that one.
Yeah, I didn't get to change into all my outfits on that day.
Yes.
I had 10.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I had 10.
Wow.
Because I
need to see those pictures. Oh, Prince, what's happening?
I had different outfits.
Yes.
I had Ghanaian kente.
Yes. I saw that one.
I didn't get to to change into that. I had this Senegalese style. I didn't get to change that. So I had 10 outfits on that day.
Fully representing.
And this year,
Africa.
I must have minimum of 15.
Oh my goodness. How are you going to change?
No, because what I'm doing
yes
is related to Africa, so it shouldn't be limited to only one tribe or country. So I need to kind of bring everybody on board.
I like that. I like that. Something else I really liked, when you come up with the different attires, that is a show on its own. You're not just an artist. You're not just talking about, promoting our culture. You are a showman.
That's right.
You're talking about showmanship in what you're doing. So you're coming out with different attires, and the moment you come out with a particular attire, everybody will be like, wow. And then, no, I've got to take a picture with you. Because those attires are so nice. And then you go back again, and then you come out with something else, and like everybody say, no, we have to, everybody will scream because they're excited. That is like another, like an addition.
That's right.
To the event itself.
Yeah. You see, whatever you're doing, okay, since I was in primary school, even when because I didn't start my education until I was 9 years old.
Yes.
This man didn't want to stay only God
9
made me
years
to
old.
stay.
That's some
Anyway,
time. Yeah.
since I was like 10, 12, onwards, whatever I was doing then, I used to say to myself, I must make sure that I do it properly.
Yes.
Whatever I'm doing, I have to do it properly.
Yeah.
And that reflected in my, event, isn't it?
Definitely.
So I have to kind of I dedicate a lot of time
Yes.
to preparation well ahead. It's like if you book me to come and perform at your birthday party. So since that day, I have to start thinking about the type of guests that you'll be having. Maybe it's going to be like a diverse community, whatever. So I'll be thinking, what type of guests will be there on that day? Okay, let me practice this. So yeah, it's just like I have to do something.
That's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
And before I move on from the fantastic event that you had, the food was good.
Okay.
That's so for a number of people when they come to an event, for them the food might be the icing on the cake. Yeah. But why I really liked this food, it was because of the abula that was there, like the amala. And Peace wasn't the councillor Peace. For Panasha Award, she might be upset with me because she was going to take my amala. I was saying, no, you can't touch this. You better go and queue up. And she didn't find it easy. But it was that I like.
Yeah, I mean, talk about dishes. To me, I don't really like it when we African people are having an event. Then we go to a hotel and then we are eating
eating
food.
Potatoes and rice I know what you mean.
You never see any westernized people, any European people having a party eating amala.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I made sure that whatever happening on that day of my event is related to Africa. And that was what I did. But what about music? You are talking about the food. Forget about the food now.
You see, there's something about me. There's something I look at what a lot of people are not looking at. That is one. Secondly, the music, we're going to touch on the music. Okay. I particularly love it because music came from across Africa.
That's right.
I look at the storytelling guy, the guys from Morocco, the ones from Benin Republic. We just have from Senegal.
Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso.
I mean, tell me about it. It's impressive. You don't know what you're doing for us. As a matter of fact, and I don't know how much I can show you, I appreciate what you were doing because it is so beautiful. And then from the entrance also, we had Emu.
Palm wine.
It was just so African. And the red carpet was
with the straw mat. Yeah. Why would I go and buy red carpet? Why?
Okay. And I think I'm not being fair to my audience because I'm not giving them those pictures. I feel really bad about this, but I'm going to compile it and let them see what we are talking about. And then there's something else again. You're not aware of this, and I know it's going to blow your mind when you see it. There was something else you did. This event is to the letter. We keep talking about this event, and after this, we're going to roll a clip of that
really?
part of the event. But there's something else Mr. Ayan did that is going to blow his mind. But before then, let us just see a bit of clip. When we come back, I'm going to show you that other thing that he did that was actually amazing. Yes, and that's it. The African Cultural Gala Nights.
That's right.
I would say that you basically wanted to promote culture, the African culture. But in your words, why did you put this together? What are you trying to achieve?
Okay, yeah. Basically, talk of Africans in Britain, in Great Britain. We have millions of Africans. Before they brought African Center back, there used to be one in Covent Garden.
Yes.
African Center. People can go there, but there is no meeting point for all Africans. Everybody does whatever he or she wants to do. Then I sat down and there should be a meeting point for all Africans in Great Britain.
Yes.
And that was why I came up with that idea that, okay, let's have African cultural gala night, so that will bring everybody together, as a diverse community to come together and then showcase our different cultural heritage.
And that is it. The African Cultural Gala Night.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Something else that blew my mind. I say everything else. I'm just so excited about the event. I had fun. I had so much fun. I was everywhere saying hi, and I really had fun. The atmosphere was well charged. It was positive energy all through.
And
it was beautiful. Well, it was huge. Believe me, it was huge. That's Rose, you're just talking. I'm gonna bring you those pictures. Don't worry. What else Mr. Ayan did that I really liked? He crossed, his T's and dotted his I's very well. You'll be surprised that I still have this package. And that is it.
Wow.
This was shared at the event. This was the takeaway pack. Yes. And guess what? Everything that was put in this takeaway pack, I have not eaten them. Yes, wow. they are edibles. And guess what they are? I'll bring them out. Kokoro. I remember eating this as a child. When did we have this event, I still kept this thing because I don't want to eat it. Because if I eat it now, what will I be looking at? This is kokoro. This, the fried, this is corn? Yeah. No, coconut. What do they call this then?
Coconut.
That's, the coconut, they fry them together, they get sticky. Yeah. We used to buy them 10 kobo, Then let me show you another one. This is, there's a name for this too. You're not helping me out. No, there's a name. It's not kuli. It's not because the one I have here. This is a Ikonogo one. This one is a Ikonogo one. Yes. Let me see. I have another one. Okay, this one is normal chin. Yes. I can't remember the name of this, but this one is like.
That's kuli now. Isn't
no, it's not kuli. There's another name. You see, so for this event, you take away your takeaway pack, and then they just take you back to your childhood. Right. Every little item, there's this story to tell from all of this. It's like, for me, this just crowns it all in this takeaway pack. And I tell you, I've had it like this in my house, but in the corner, I haven't even eaten it. I haven't touched it. Wow. Like, because it just reminds me of my primary school days. Yes. So you brought all those things from Nigeria.
Yeah.
No, this is good. This is on another level of good. It's really good. It's good. So thumbs up. But then, sadly, a few weeks after the event, you lost your mom.
Well, that was how everything just happened.
That's sad. That's just your mom. Beautiful woman. Yeah. And she looks like you. Yeah, you look like her. That's what they said.
I look like her, but I look much more like my dad.
Yeah, you look like your mom. Guys look like their mom are handsome, so you better just do it.
Yeah, I look like her.
Oh, she's so lovely. So tell me about your mom. And
my mom, she was a very caring mom, very passionate about her children's lifestyle and things like that, and she did a lot. That's why anytime I remember her, I feel like, oh my God.
Really sorry about that.
So because this mom, I gave her too much trouble when I was a little boy. Not like causing trouble, but in terms of sickness. So I used to faint nearly every day. So that was why I could not start my education until I was 9 years old. So she looked after me. She, did all what she could do, spiritually, going from one pastor to another to make sure that I lived. So, she was a very good mom, very caring, very sweet.
You have to do something for her.
Okay.
I know this one of yours. You have the
we sang that song on that day.
Yes, you did. One of the songs that were performed. I wish I could Beautiful, my soul rest on face.
Amen.
And you had a good time. You had to go to Nigeria for the burial.
I went 2 days after she passed on.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't there when she was buried. Because she had
the Muslim rites.
She has to be buried the same day she passed on. So, but I made sure that I was in Nigeria to give her a befitting funeral. It was really big. It was huge.
Good.
So the 8th day was like, the canopy, that I had was for 1,000 capacity. So, and outside there are so many people. So it was big. So
wow.
So we thank God. We thank God.
That's good. Yes. That's good. She's a good mother. I mean, we can tell because you're a fine gentleman, and it's women who have done so well, who are butterscotch, who have been able to surmount every challenges. A strong, strong woman of substance.
That's right.
Give birth to,
someone like me.
Someone like. And I hope and I pray I'll be able to do the same with my own boys.
By God's grace.
Thank you very much for coming on my show. I really appreciate this.
Thank
and
we're
going to be talking more. And then maybe you could also talk to us about how you offer lectures, because a lot of people want to know about our culture. I mean, the things to pass them across.
All right, I was actually brought to this country as a performing and visual artist.
Yes.
So, and since then, I've been working in schools because I work within the educational sector.
Okay.
So, and so far so good, as I've worked with over 500 private and community schools. So, it got to a point that I said to myself, if all what I've been doing in different schools has been well, appreciated, embraced, why can't I do the same thing for our own children? So, and I started, teaching our own children how to play talking drum, how to sing African songs, all these folklore songs and things like that. And I'm still doing it.
I hope you're not very expensive though.
I'm not.
It's worth it anyway if you are.
No, I'm not even expensive, because I want to encourage the parents to be able to
so we can pass our culture across.
Exactly.
From generation to generation.
There's an adage that says, catch them young.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Because I also, I realized that many people that I'm reading about, I was reading about Thomas Edison, a few days ago with my daughter. If he didn't pass all his knowledge on, nobody will remember him. True. So I want to leave a legacy when I'm gone.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I've been speaking with Mr. and you're the first. You were going to say something?
Yeah, I was just going to remind all our viewers to keep watching Rose on all sides.
I like that.
Because this is a very interesting program. Thanks. And then each time you tune in, you will have something to rely on and to take away.
Yeah, that's true.
And don't forget African Cultural Gala Night this year. It's
we'll
loading already.
We'll be back. I will be there. We'll even perform my Benin song. I'm planning. I'm going to dress with my Benin attire. Okay. Come and look it. I'm going to be planning. You're looking at me and smiling. I'm planning it right now. I would wear everything. You'll be surprised.
And if you want to catch catch up with me, you can give them my...
Definitely your contact, definitely, when they get in touch, that's good. And then I would love for you then to usher us out. But before then, I just want my viewers to remind them that I've been speaking with Mr. Ayan the First.
And they can catch up with me on social media platforms.
Just remember, Ayan the First. Yes, a cultural icon. And
as I write it there, Ayan the First.
Yes.
On Instagram, write it like that. But when you, after Ayan the First, just put underscore Mr. Culture. Ayan the First underscore Mr. Culture.
Definitely. Thank you very much for joining me. So you need to usher us on. Let me hear something. Okay. Something special for the program.
Okay. But as I always do, I like to, impact people with our culture. Yes. So can you please play the shaker?
Oh, I like that. What was I going to do? I should do something, of course. Yeah. Thank you very much.
That's just a taste for them.
I know.
So they can enjoy more when it comes to African.
I like that. I like that. Thank you very much for coming on my show. It's an honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that's it, viewers. Thanks for watching. And we're gonna do this again. Take care of you. Bye bye.